Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about the minor blues. Now, the minor blues is very often played wrong. Okay, so I'm going to play a minor blues, and when we get to the wrong bit, I'm going to stop and we're going to talk about it. So we're going to do it in B minor. So we've got B minor for the one chord. 4 bars of this. Here comes the 4 chord, E minor. 1 chord, 2 bars. Now this is where the problem is. A lot of people would go here. F sharp minor, E minor, B minor. Not right, okay? It should go. Okay, so on the 5 chord, the problem with the 5 chord is if we play it as a minor chord, so in this case F sharp minor chord, it doesn't really do very much. The whole point of the 5 chord is to pull us back to the 1 chord, the 1 chord in this case being B minor. So to get it to pull back, we've got to play a dominant 7th chord, right? So we've got to play an E7 chord. We could play it like that. We could play it like that. Now, what we can do then is you can put an F7 chord, a G7 chord before that, which pulls us down to that chord, and that chord pulls us back to the 1 chord, okay? Now, one way to think of this is you think like, still got the blues for you. If you think of that song, those are the chords that Gary Moore is using, right? Now, a lot of guitarists in a minor blues think the 5 chord is a minor chord. Okay, there's very, very few songs, blues songs, where the 5 chord's a minor chord like that, because it, like I say, it doesn't do anything. It's got no movement. The whole point of a 5 chord is to take you back to the 1 chord. Now there are a few variations of this. Let's just play through this one that I've just shown you all the way through, first of all. 4 chord, 2 bars, 1 chord, G7, F sharp 7. Okay, now I could do, so that's one variation. Let's do another variation. So this variation, I'm going to go to G7 and the F sharp 7, back to B minor, and then end up on the F sharp 7 right at the end, and that's just going to pull me back to that. So that would sound like this. Okay, so I just did that right at the end there to pull me back to that. So that's one variation. You'll sometimes see this, which is I don't really like, but it's okay, I guess. An F sharp minor. So I play the F sharp minor there, which I told you not to play before, but it's not so bad, because as I'm coming back down here, at least I'm doing this dominant 7th chord right at the end to pull us back to that. It's okay. I don't like it as much as the other one because there's not as much movement in it. But that's three sort of forms of the minor blues that you can use. But the most important thing is to remember that that 5 chord needs to be a dominant 7th chord. We could, another one just come to mind, you could do this. And go to here. Okay, so that one's used quite a lot. But I think this one's got the most movement in it. B.B. King did it on, I can't remember the name of the song. There's a B.B. King song with it on. Loads of people did it. Like I say, Still Got the Blues. And across the top of that, if we want to think about that, we can play just B minor pentatonic. Across the top of that. When we come to these chords though, try and follow them. Yeah, so when you come to this G7 chord and you're soloing across the top of it and the F sharp 7, try and follow it, play chord tones. Or you could go. Yeah, and you could follow that line. And then you're back to the B minor. Okay, cool, have fun with that.